All right, this is the perfect workout if you are traveling in a vehicle for any extended period of time, or you're staying somewhere that you don't have your weights or the ability to go exercise. So, I have two resistance bands with me. One is heavy and one is medium. Typically, this is for my lower body, this one's for my upper body. If you only have one, work with what you got. I'm pretending that this is my dashboard because I often use my dashboard when we're in the van. So you can use this or not. I'll give you alternatives. So let's start with the legs. I'm going to alternate between legs and then arms for each exercise. Okay, and that's just to mix it up because we're counting to 15 for every exercise, and that can get boring. Okay, so the first exercise is going to be a hamstring pump. So you're going to put the band on the ball of your foot, and I'm going to suggest that you hold your arm at a 90-degree angle up like this. If this is too hard for you, you could hold on to the dash like this. Your dash might be more like up here. But the idea is no matter what, so if you're holding to the dash, you're just going to pump down, okay? So pumping, you get that foot in a flex position, and you're pumping 15 times. If that is not going to work, try just holding your arm up and pumping this way. No matter what you're pumping, your hamstring is engaged and your butt is engaged, okay? So you're gonna do 15 on that leg, 15 on this leg. Switch out bands to a medium for my bicep curl. So you're gonna put the band on the same spot on your foot, on the ball of your foot. You're gonna keep that foot on the ground. You're just gonna curl all the way up, all the way down, slow and controlled both ways, right? Up and down, slow and controlled. And again, you're just going to do 15. If this is too hard, you can put this around your thigh and do it from there. But I really love the full range of motion that you get by putting it on your foot. So I highly suggest that. So 15 on one arm, 15 on your next arm. Next, we're going to do hip openers, hip adductors. So you're going to sit with your feet planted at least hip width apart. And you're just going to pull your hips apart like this. Sometimes I'll put my feet on the dash and do this. Depends where I'm at. I'll just do one of these. Again, keeping them hip width apart and just pulling apart here. And that just depends if I'm already in that position or not, how lazy I'm feeling. So it's totally up to you. Sometimes because these are so easy being you don't have to sit there and like hold something, I'll do up to 50 of them. You can do a lot of these, and it's great for your butt, for the sides of your butt, your thighs. Your body will love you. All right, we'll leave those there for now, and we're going to do tricep curls next. So you're going to put the band in your hand like this. You're going to put it on your opposite shoulder. You're just going to push down. Again, slow and controlled on the way up and the way down. Now, you want to make sure that you're not putting that elbow against your body. You're just keeping it in line, keeping your wrist in line with your shoulder. Okay? So slow and controlled. Now, if any of these feel too easy, if you have a lighter band and you're like, man, I'm just pumping through these, you can just do them really slow. You could even hold at the hardest part, right? Which is right here. So you can hold 1, 2, 3, and then let it come up really slowly. You know, if you're traveling for a long time, you have the time, right? So why not just maximize this exercise for yourself? Okay, so 15 on one side, 15 on the other. Next, we are going to do a quad pull. So, and I'm totally making up these names. So you're going to have the band on one foot, and you're going to pull the other leg up. Super simple. This one might be a little bit more effective with a lighter band if you have it, just because it's a really awkward move, but it's something. So your quad is engaged. Again, your butt is engaged. And it's just waking up your muscles, moving everything around, getting your heart pumping. And so then you're going to do the other leg, 15 on each side. And just lifting it up as high as you possibly can, okay? Now, if you don't have much room in your car, you could wrap this around your foot again and then put that other foot through it and then do it that way. That might make more sense. In the van, we have a pretty good area in front. All right. So next we're going to do shoulders and upper back. So you're going to put this at your wrist, well, just beyond your wrist. And you're going to start off at shoulder width apart. You're just going to pull apart as far as you can. Again, if this is kind of easy for you, you just feel like you're like pumping these out, hold it. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Show you from the side. So your arms are at shoulder height. All right, and our last one is a calf stomp. We'll call it a calf stomp. So you can do this where you're doing it in front of you. So you're just holding the band on the outside of your knee and just put this on the ball of your foot. And you're just pushing down with your toe. You were just working our calf there. The alternative is, if you like your feet to be up on the dash like me, you can just, again, put it on the ball. It's kind of more on the upper part of your foot because you're going to lose it otherwise. And just do one of these. Again, 15 on this side, 15 on the other, and then repeat everything. So I'm going to go through it again with you just real quick because that was a lot. So the first one is going to be the stomp, the hamstring stomp. So again, holding your arm up here and just stomping down. And again, you can slow it down to make it harder, or holding your hand on the dash. Yeah, my baby toe got caught. And doing 15 of these, okay? Also a good core exercise, believe it or not. And doing the other side, 15. I suggest if you're going to do it this way, putting the band on top of your hand. Again, if you don't have that kind of space, just hold your hand at a 90-degree angle and push down. Okay, so we got that one first. And then we're going to go to bicep curls. So putting it underneath your foot again, putting your palm up and just curling into that. All right, and again, slowing it down if you're feeling really good. Other side, 15 more. Bam, bam, bam. And then going back to the legs, bring this guy around your thighs. Sitting with your feet hip width apart and just pulsing out. Again, I do them on my dashboard sometimes. I'll just be sitting there like this. It's totally up to you. Whatever you have room for. All right, next we have triceps. So you're just gonna put your hand through the band, put it on your shoulder, put your other hand flat, and just come up and down. Making sure that you're coming all the way down so that your arm is nice and straight, okay? And we're coming all the way down. Again, if this is easy, holding your arm flexed at the bottom and then slowly bringing it back up, okay? Just slowing everything down. So 15 and 15. Next is the quad lift. So I'm wrapping this around my foot twice and just lifting up. Working your hip flexors, working your quad, your butt, your core. And if you had two bands, you could be doing, something at the same time as this, right? But again, if you have the time, it's fine. So 15 and then 15. And then you're going to do your shoulder and upper back exercise. Just starting at least shoulder width apart and pulling apart as far as you can, coming back in. Maybe you're breathing through all this. It's amazing breathing me right now, so it feels really good. The last one is the calf raise or calf pump. Again, you can do this. Make sure that you're kind of at the ball of your foot, a little bit more towards your toes. You're just going to push down, come back up. Push down, come back up. And again, you can do that on your dash if that's more comfortable for you. Whatever works for you. And that is it. Have so much fun working out as you're traveling. And yeah, let me know how it goes.